Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Liberty Crypto Guy. How are you doing today? Liberty Crypto Guy, aka Jeffrey Kane. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Please like, share, and subscribe. And with that, we will get into what are my favorite coins for this next bull run. Let's go. First of all, we take a look at the Big Daddy Bitcoin. And what we can see here, which is very interesting, is if we zoom in, or if you just notice that once we twisted the ribbon right here, the 4 hour ribbon, we've just kind of bounced off of it on our way up. And then we went way up, got away from it. And so now we've come back to it and we just bounced off of it again. We're also in this triangle formation here. So going sideways. And if we break up, well, we still have our target at about 40,000. If we break down, as long as we remain above around 33,000, where the bottom of the ribbon is, then we can still be bullish. Break below that, we might retrace back to some earlier targets. And if we look here on the CME futures, you will notice that last night, once it loads up, there we go. Yep. Let me zoom in here. Whoa. Computer's a little slow. I don't know if it's just the internet or if it's a computer, but anyway. So the CME closed on Friday down here at 39 9 or no 33, 955. But it opened up on Sunday at 34 785, creating a gap. So theoretically, and most of the time, more than not, we come down and fill these gaps. So that is what I am looking at currently, is will we come down and fill this gap? And it's interesting, we hit this long-term trend line almost exactly on that last retest. And if we get rejected here, we could be making a head and shoulders, which would also go down and fill the gap if it breaks. So that being said, some of the altcoins are starting to move. Let's take a look at Yearn Finance. This coin back in the last market, I remember seeing it at $700. And you know where it went? Went all the way up to 98,000 on some charts. That's right, 98,000. Higher than Bitcoin. So a friend of mine has one of these. And I think he will do well in the next run. I do not currently have much, if any, of Yearn Finance. Let's look at gold and see how it's performing. Yep, still remains in the uptrend. Came down here and tested the bottom of the ribbon. Bounced up. Ethereum. I don't have any of these at the moment either, but making a nice bull flag. Look at this, from 1,550 to about 1850. So like a $300 run. We break that 1850, we could be going to 2150. And that's what I got to say about Ethereum. Let's look at the S&P 500 index, which hasn't been doing so great of late, but looks like today we're getting a little bit of a bounce. Positive. Now for these longer terms, let's zoom out so we can really kind of get a larger picture of what's going on here. Because when you get the larger picture, then you can better understand what we're looking at. There we go. So you can see we made a high on the S&P 500 back here at 472, and then we just made a lower high. So right now this isn't good, but as long as we can remain above this ribbon, and we could come down quite a bit, 377, currently at 413. So long-term bullish, but we could have a temporary correction. Bitcoin Cash, another interesting one. Kind of follows Bitcoin. If you can't afford Bitcoin, this one is one you can get into. It tends to move a lot higher. You can see the high is 4,300, and in the last run it went to 1,600, and now it's sitting at 246. We will see if we get another chance to buy below 100 again, like we did a few months ago. The dollar index, as you can see, is still climbing. For Bitcoin and other currencies to break out, we kind of need the strength of the dollar to come down. We'll see what happens there. Ooh, Litecoin. It talked a lot about Litecoin on this last one because Litecoin had its halving, and very predictably, right after the halving, it came right back down. So let's turn on the weekly chart, get a little better view as it's loading here. Yeah, so I had bought some of these and then I sold pretty much right after the halving. And it's done nothing but basically come down and now go sideways. So could be a good one for the next one. Popular, one of the original like top 4 on most sites like PayPal and things. Aave, not doing so good right now, but kind of at a long-term support zone. Eagle, this was a good one, went to $500 last time, 549. Ethereum Classic, oh yeah, that was good. Had 100 of those babies and went to 170. Should have sold them all there, but did sell some, just not enough. So you learn your lessons. You want to take your prophecy out. Look at that 176. I remember that day. Staring at my charts. Don't get caught up in the hype. You make money, at least sell your original position so you can get out. Not financial advice, but money talk, entertainment. So, Chainlink, another good one. $50 last time, did well in the bear market. I was buying that one at like $1.50 in the last bear market. Cosmos, I think this is another good one, obviously, because it's on my watch list. I had 44 last time. Polkadot, also another good one. Could do well in this next run. Over a 10x back to its all time high. I like those kind of things. I like what is it, the distance between where it is currently and where it's going to be when it gets back to the all time high. And I think we'll stop with Filecoin because I have quite a few of these and it could take a while if we went through all of them, but maybe not. So 386 Filecoin was an interesting one. $238. Didn't have enough of that one, but did make some money. So we'll take it. Waves, bought that one at $1 last time. Went up to $66. Nice. Nice run it was. But when you see it dropping off, especially if you break the ribbon, once you break the ribbon, that's usually a good indication of time to sell. Cut your gains or your losses. XRP, that one was in a lawsuit last time, so I was kind of bouncing back and forth. I couldn't trade it. I could trade it. So made a little bit, but I think we'll do a lot better in this next roll run because, yes, I do have some XRP. I'm liking XRP. Curve Finance, got on that train late and rode the train too long. Went all the way to 680. I could see it beating that and going higher. Mana, One of those metaverse plays. 20x to get back to the all-time high. Fetch, this is an AI coin. AI coins will probably do well in this next run. Fetch did pretty well last time, but I only put like $100 into it, so $100 turned into thousands. So we can be thankful for that. But the moral of the story is if you don't take the profits and you just leave it on paper, it doesn't do you any good. You write it right back down. And that was a problem. One of my other problems last time was I was buying and selling and buying and selling, and then I bought the top and then ended up riding some of those down, thinking that it was going to keep going. Once the music stops, game over.